Hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of VyQuil. Chill and relaxing series where I give you some chill and relaxing commentary over some chill and relaxing gameplay, as always. I did not realize something, and that was that apparently the Zelda items that I have waited for so long for have been added to the game already. Good evening, everyone. Right now on Windfall, it's 9:01 p.m. on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. That reminds me, Celeste is here to enjoy some stargazing. The stars have always inspired lots of wonderful stories. I just love learning about them. Celeste knows more about stars and their stories than anyone I've met. Why not ask her to tell you a tale? That's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. Thanks, Isabel. I put all of my life savings in turnips again, so I'd be a little screwed. My phone's ringing. Hello, this is Timmy from Nook's Cranny. We've sent a payment to your bank account for 27,000 bells. That's right, I sold a lot of stuff. I cleared out a lot of inventory. I think Timmy and Tommy's shop is open until 10 though, so I might be good to check the prices. I did not realize that my radio has been on this whole time. Let's register our new song, KK Aria. And we'll get a check on our turnip prices. I know I was planning on doing some more recording sessions this week, but unfortunately I kind of had a migraine for the past 3 days in a row, which is... It would be concerning if I didn't already have chronic migraines. Not sure what caused them, and not really sure what caused it to mostly go away, but... Can't climb down this ladder. Also, I don't know who Celeste is. Hooty toot, and a very good evening to you. Are you a resident of this island? Aha, you must be the famous Vi. It's lovely to meet you. I'm Celeste. Perhaps you've met my brother Blathers. He's the museum curator. You know, if you had my brother likes to go on and on about everything. You'd know if you had. It's quite endearing, assuming you're not in a rush. Oh, but there I go, getting distracted. I came here to examine the night sky at Blather's suggestion, but it's so much better than I dared hope. Each star is as clear and distinct as if it had been hand-drawn. I wonder if we might even see a shooting star. Have you ever heard that a wish upon a falling star will bring you good fortune, Vi? The stars above falling all the way to Earth just to hear our wishes. Isn't that a lovely romantic idea? If you look up at the sky with R and happen to see a shooting star, then press A to make a wish. If you do that, you might just earn yourself some good fortune. Oh, I nearly forgot. I recently ran across this DIY recipe in one of my books on the stars. It seems there's a magic wand that if you make a wish and give it a wave, lets you become a whole new you. I jotted down the recipe with the intention of trying it out later, but I'd like to give it to you as a token of our new friendship. I do hope you'll try it out sometime. I most certainly will. If I find any other interesting recipes, I'll be sure to write them down for you. Thank you for this lovely chat. I'm sure we'll meet again the next time I come to look at the stars. So what the heck is a star wand? What does it do? Large star fragment and star fragment. Will I be able to catch a shooting star right now? Stars are very bright tonight. Not very bright. They're bright enough. But maybe not. Oh, we meet again. You know, there's still so much to learn about design here at Windfall. Label is gonna give us another fashion trial. So let's rise to the task. I'd like you to show me a theatrical outfit, something that shouts, "I'm the star of the show." Could be something a musician or a pop star might wear. You could also dress as if you were singing in an opera or acting in a play. I'll give you some theatrical clothing so you have an idea of what I'm looking for. It's a Western shirt. Okay. I don't want to get too sidetracked, so let's make sure we hit all the main stuff first before we lose our chance. Nook shopping. So that's interesting. It's not in here, which is strange and confusing. Can I do this? This won't work, right? Oh, yes, yes, yes. There she is. Hello, this is Mineruwu. Thank you so much for calling. Is there something I could do for you? Visit your island's campsite? It is a lovely, if unexpected, invitation. I think I'll say yes. I shall start packing my most fashionable outdoor outfits now. Camping chic is all the rage, darling. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. Let you live on this island, huh? I'm Rattle. Good to meet you. I've been itching to visit this place. That or all those mosquito bites. Sure, still I'm stoked to check things out. I can already tell I'll find some primo snacking spots here. I don't know if I read any of those words correctly. Hi, Mineruwu. This island is simply stunning. I don't know what to say except thank you for inviting me. Please excuse my excitement. It's all just so delightfully overwhelming, Construct. Her catchphrase is Construct. It's important that one set out on new travel adventures whenever one can, Construct. It's the best way to see new things and meet new folks, not to mention find new places to shop. It's refreshing for one's soul, darling. The traveling and the shopping. Seeing I came all this way, I can't help but think it would be nice to take something home with me. Something unique to impress my friends, perhaps a souvenir to prove I was here. I've got it. How about a project table made right here? I'll make it for you. I'm scared that if I make this, she's gonna leave. I must tell you, there's one teensy little thing. I'm only here today. I hope I didn't lock myself out of this. Project table. Project table. Project table? Here would be a thing if I used the DIY recipe. Then I would know how to make it. That's a good idea. Oops. Hi, Mineruwu. You finished crafting my fab souvenir? Be a dear and don't drag this out. Tell me, Construct. It's ready. Wonderful, simply wonderful, and so very authentic to this island. I promise to cherish my fabulous project table forever. Darling, I want to give you a worker's jacket as a token of my gratitude. You fabulous thing, you. You have helped me make some truly splendid memories here. When I get back home, I wonder if I won't find myself wishing to return. Please do invite me to the campsite here again. I will. I will do that. What are the turnip prices? 107. That is 3 bells less than what I bought it for, so hopefully that's on the up and up. Okay. Weird. Wait. Oh. I just realized as I was scrolling that everything was, the list was longer. They got added. I mean, I gotta buy everything, don't I? Maximum of 5 items. The tri-rod, the ocarina of time, tri-headband, ancient princess wig. There's so much. Okay, hold on. Korok Forest flooring, I love that. Korok Forest wall, Hero's sword and shield. Good lord. Mineruwu costume, ancient princess costume, Hylian trousers, Tulin outfit, Link outfit. That is Twilight Princess Link. That's crazy. Majora's mask, Link hat, champion wig. Wow. Probably gonna be rocking the ancient princess costume. Wow. Wow. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hi, Agnes. What's up, Snuffle? I need to decide what I want to do next. Do I go bug catching, fishing, maybe gardening? Ah, too many choices. I feel like we're nearing the end of this axe's life as well. Maybe have another day of hitting rocks ahead of us. Oops. I've got miles for miles. We found our money rock for the day, and we forgot to finish up this part of the path the other day. So let's do that real quick. Just round off those edges, and then make our nice path up to the Able Sisters. And that should be, whoops. Am I able to put one there? Yes. That should be all of the paths that we wanted for now. Actually, oh, I can't do that, can I? How would this look? Oops. That's not bad. Okay, now, oh right, we need to do the outfit. So let's see, we got a, was it a Western shirt? Oh yeah, that's a Western shirt, alright. It's unfortunate that it's unfortunate that I decided to play so late today. So now we can't check what the Able Sisters have for sale that could have fit with this outfit. Probably could add some cool stuff. I did sell a decent amount of the clothes that I wasn't planning on wearing though. So that's gonna be an issue. Business shoes? The denim pants don't feel quite right to me. Alpinist hat doesn't really fit. IMO. I'm not sure what else to have that would fit the theater aesthetic. You know what? This does look like a theater kid. This is a disaster of an, I know, fit. I couldn't even say it. I have the cold country dress, that's right. Do I have anything that would work with that in particular? We have the giant ribbon. This is a classic outfit for us. I'm thinking that's theatrical. I hope she likes it. So you've changed clothes. Can I take a look at the outfit you came up with? Yes. I see. Your outfit has a theatrical look to it and is very unique. I like it. Looking at your creation, I've learned something new about clothing coordination. Yeah. Very nice label, thank you. Let's get changed, and we're gonna go... Now we're going back to the retro coat. It's too good. I like it too much. Perfect. Okay, it's time for us to do what we didn't do before, and that is begin our wild construction project over here. So this is gonna take a while. I'm realizing this is going to take a long while. But after all, isn't that what we're here for? Let's start construction. Agnes's silhouette in the distance approaches. A terrifying sight. I feel like Agnes is walking right in the middle of this. Oh no, we're good. Gift. 5 iron nuggets. Really hoping that Agnes is not still standing in the middle of this. Okay, we're all clear. Now we just fill in all of it. Oops. Just realized this is kind of like a game of Snake, huh? I'm not going to be able to fill in the last hole without breaking it and building it back from the outside. It's alright. This is definitely going a little bit faster than I expected, while also taking just as long as I expected. Can I also say, it is a little tilting when you're like working on something and then you hear the sound of the gift flying, because it's just like, it's like, oh great, I'm about to be interrupted. I'm locked in on my task and I gotta do that for a cacao tree. Now I gotta look up at the stars and wish upon a star. Any second now. Any second now. Any second now. Where's the stars at? You were just annoying me 2 seconds ago while I was working, but now you don't want to show up? Oop, that's not the right thing. One of my pet peeves about one of my pet peeves in general is just like, no matter what I'm doing, probably because of like the ADHD, but like Getting interrupted is like the worst thing in the world. I know I heard a star. Do I have to be up here? Is that why? Please let me wish upon a star. I wish I may. I wish I might. Have the star show up so I can finish my stupid work tonight. This game hates me. Are you able to create a cliff face if you're standing on a cliff face? We're getting there, we're getting there. The snake is almost finished. And now it begins. I remember starting my first island when the game came out, wanting it to be called Outset, or calling it Outset Island, and picking a very particular island layout. And I really wanted to kind of try my best to recreate the layout of Outset Island in the game. Back before I even knew that this kind of terraforming mechanic would be in the game. Never got around to unlocking it, but I feel like now I can kind of, you know, somewhat explore that idea. Not that I'm even going for a windfall layout right now. In fact, that wasn't even on my mind. Windfall is definitely a lot more complicated than Outset, though. There's a lot of layers going on in the middle area that can't really work with in this game. Yep, I had a feeling that's what was gonna happen. That's surprisingly annoying. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Now I want to work on rounding out the corners. I'm gonna add just a little bit of ground here for me to walk on. We'll remove it after. That works. And the sound of that present flying in the air really tilts the crap out of me for some reason. It actually kind of makes me angry now. I think it's because it's just like I want to ignore it while I'm doing stuff, but it's always there, and I know that as I'm recording, everyone's gonna hear that it's also there, and it's not going to go away unless I get it. Oh, this part isn't done. I was gonna keep this little like ridge here, but I'm realizing if we get any weeds that grow on here, that's gonna be quite annoying, so I'm just gonna not deal with that. Is that flush with the wall? I guess it is. And now look what you've done. It's like instantaneous rage. This noise is really annoying to me right now. Better be a new slingshot. It's clay. Realizing that I could just do this and this place would look probably a lot better. Okay. Let's get our fossils assessed real quick, so that way we can sell them before Nook's Cranny closes for the night. If they're sellable. Okay. These are all sellable. Wanted to make sure we did that before close because I think they mentioned that selling items in the drop box has a fee. I feel like they said that. Evil game. What is this music? Is that their closing time music? It's not like when they're closing and they start cleaning everything up early and they just start blasting that music to, like, usually with the people I work with, it's like rap music. Super heavy bass. Shakes the whole place. It's just like, you know how bass sounds. And they're doing orchestral music anyways. We have this now. But I want to see us go even higher. I want to go even further beyond. So we can't go any closer to that cliff face, I suppose. I'm guessing, yeah, okay. But definitely more limited than on the first level. Oh, good lord. Am I cursed? Am I doing something wrong? What is happening? There we go. there's a stray hair that keeps tickling my face. Not a fan of it right now. Not a fan. For playing an Animal Crossing game, I'm surprisingly overstimulated right now. I wish I knew why. Apologize, because it's impeding my ability to be chill right now. Okay, at least with this cliff height, should be easier to round off all the edges. So as I'm saying that, I'm seeing we're gonna have an issue right here. So we're gonna have to get rid of that. This one too. Forgot about that one. Okay, got some nice and rounded edges and all of that. Now the question on everybody's mind, why did we just do all of this? I don't know. I was thinking of putting a house up here. I was thinking of putting my house up here. But it's a little too annoying, so probably I don't know is the answer. How would a waterfall work here? Could a waterfall work here? Would a waterfall work here? Yes. You can't do diagonal waterfalls. Yeah, that won't work. I could move my house up here. But is that something I really want? I don't think it's something I want at the very top. If you could have houses sideways, it would be so perfect. Okay, I'm thinking. Alright, I think that's gonna be all I do for that for tonight. I like this little bit, and I definitely want to do something cool with it. I'm just not entirely sure what that's going to be yet. I don't even have a thing. Alright, I'm just going to quit for now. As always, I hope I was able to provide you with some adequate background noise. And I'll see you in the next episode.